mob-style hits right here in our city, enough to shock even seasoned investigators. The list of alleged hitmen is mostly made up of teenagers. Let's bring in Tiana Williams now. She's live at State Police Headquarters where they just wrapped up a news conference dealing with the operation. Tiana.
Oh, good afternoon, Greg. Yeah, you can kind of see some of the family members hanging around behind me. They were at that press conference as well. This family is telling me that the person that is believed to have killed their brother, son, father, is actually a 17-year-old that was arrested on Friday. They say he was actually at their funeral of their loved one and called them and told them that their loved one had been killed, and now they're saying it actually turns out that he's the one that may have shot him. Let's take a look at some of those names for you. There's what this task force is saying is that not all of these murders are related as of yet. They haven't linked them all together, but those names again: Adrian Pittman, he's 36 years old. He's indicted for the first-degree murder of Terry Boyd. Kendrick Johnson, 19. He was indicted on count of first-degree murder of Charles Matthews and Daryl Milton. Milton's family is the one that I was referring to behind me. The third person, Jonathan Rogers, is a 17-year-old male, arrested for the first-degree murder of Charles Matthews and Daryl Milton. Ryan Sneaks Carroll, 16, indicted for the first-degree murder of Charles Matthews and Daryl Milton. He was also indicted for attempted first-degree murder. Jared Williams, 20 years old, was already in custody. He's now facing charges of first-degree murder of Marcus Thomas. Eddie Stewart, another 16-year-old male, for the attempted first-degree murder of another victim. And then finally, the 17-year-old Michael Louding, who was arrested on Friday and charged with the murders of Marcus Thomas, Terry Boyd, Chris Jackson, and Michael Smith. All of those, they were saying, it seems like people that are picking up guns are getting younger and younger. The chief called it a permanent solution to a temporary problem. He says there's a proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. Now he's saying there's a new proverb in Baton Rouge for 2010 in which the village has to turn in the child before the child turns on the victim. Of course, they are saying more arrests could come out of this, and they're just waiting to see what happens next. Of course, for the family that is behind me, they are saying this is good news for them, and they can start to get some closure. Greg will have much more on this at 5 and 6 tonight.
Tana, while we have you here, why did they group all the men together today? Are they looking at possible connections between the murders?
Well, they're saying that some of the names that we looked at were all in the car together when they committed those murders. So they haven't connected all of them together, but they are taking a look at connecting some of them together.
Perfect. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We'll look forward to hearing from the folks involved in that press conference later today. Now to Mohican Prescott crossover.